Really? Really? Do I have to do this one? Really? Fucking Monster High? I mean, like, saying the name should let you know how bad this movie's gonna fucking be. I mean, for real, when did this stuff come out? 2010? Yeah. What else came out around that time? Twilight? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Combine the most cynical movie of all time with the most cynical toy of all time. They couldn't go any more hand in hand. Fucking Monster High! Monster High was a toy series released in July of 2010. Yeah, this franchise isn't even 10 years old yet. Where, like the Barbie franchise and the Twilight franchise, it of course skyrocketed to popularity. It became so popular that, of course, movies had to be made for it. And the first one I'm going to talk about today is Escape from Skull Shores. So I know this is actually the 4th movie in the franchise, or at the very least the whole franchise. Yeah, they actually rebooted the Monster High franchise in 2016. Yeah, how about that? But this is so far the only Monster High movie I've actually seen before, when I was younger, and alone. And I had no friends, and nothing better to do, except to masturbate, probably. But I'm not gonna masturbate to a bunch of teenage monster girls, okay? Because that'd be fucking weird. So, with nothing better on and nothing better to do, I sat down and watched the movie. And big fun fact, it fucking sucked. So, with that being said, this is Escape from Skull Shores. So the movie begins. Ah!
Whoa! Everyone move!
What the fuck was that? Did you guys hear me? Can I hear you? Chewie, can you hear me? Say something! What? Yeah, movie decides to just blow your fucking eardrums out right out of the gate. It's like, yeah, we're a fucking Metallica concert up in here, bitch. It's like, Jesus, guys, give me a fucking warning, okay, before you decide to fucking kill me with sound. Jesus. So it turns out that that was the principal of the school who just charged through the hall, almost murdering all of the students in her path, in order to announce that spring break is here. Yeah, because it's not bad enough that all the teenagers in the school are bloodthirsty animals, the principal has to be too. So spring break starts off with a carnival that the school is holding, and here's where we get to meet all of our great stereotypes. I mean characters. You can kind of catch on right away. The thing with these Monster High movies is that the characters can't really be characters. They may look and sound like characters, but no, they're not really characters.
I have 9 full suitcases, and that's just for shoes.
Deuce, cheap carnival prizes don't win themselves.
Instead, they're representations of what companies believe the kids are like, or what they would like.
But Deuce and I are heading to an X-Scream sports camp. 7 days of shredding, dunking, splashing, and crashing. All year.
Men, muscles, sports, sweat, deodorant, beard, pussy, and men. Men. Yeah.
I have 9 full suitcases, and that's just for shoes.
Clothes. Hey, for a woman, clothes counts as like 20 different things. Am I right, guys? Clothes. Aside from 1 or 2 little quirks that apparently count as personality these days, like Frankie being clumsy and Draculaura being a vegan. Yeah, vegan counts as a character, guys. These characters are more bland than a saltine cracker watching paint dry. I know it'd be another 2 years before the Lego movie comes out, but it still goes to show that it's possible to give toys character. These characters are based around famous movie monsters, right? So why not try to wrap the personality around that? Frankenstein was kind of dumb, but he had a good heart. Dracula was a charmer and can be very clever and deceiving. Wolfman was a dog. You can still give a dog character, right? Look, you get my point. These stereotypes suck.
Even wax statues of normies look stupid. Talk about freaks.
Manny Torque, you can't call someone a freak just because they're different.
Remember that for me, guys, okay? Because I'm going to bring it back up later, and it's going to be fucking hilarious. So it turns out that the ghouls are going to the Great Barrier Reef to spend spring break with the parents of a girl named Laguna. But her boyfriend, Gil, yeah right, is nervous about meeting them.
What are you so afraid of?
Everything. There's all sorts of scary fish and monsters that would just love to get their flippers on a freshwater guy like me. Who knows what lies beneath?
Exactly. You don't know. Which is why you shouldn't judge it before you see it.
Well, there's the movie's message, guys, alright? There's no need to watch the rest of the movie because we figured it out. We can go on now, right? No, we can't, because then the review would only be 10 minutes long, and you people just love watching me suffer, don't you? Oh yeah, laugh it up, Chewie. Just wait till you see what I review next time. You guys are either gonna love it or hate it. But no time to actually dive into that theme. Ha! Get it? They're on the ocean because of Kraken attacks. Because... yeah, because. Just because. I mean... why is a Kraken attacking? Hell, better question is, why wouldn't a Kraken attack them? Why wouldn't a Kraken just attack them, huh? Yeah, we can't actually see the Kraken destroy the boat. No, whatsoever, because that would actually be kind of cool and wouldn't revolve around marketing these characters like toys, because, yeah, we can't do that, can we? So we cut to another boat that honestly shouldn't be in the ocean at all, where we then meet the movie's villain. Because being stranded on an island isn't enough for a story. No, we need a bad guy for some convoluted reason.
Yes, Calamity Island. We can sell them griffin tongues. I convince them that they grant immortality.
I'm the villain, can you tell? Can't you tell because of my evil laughter? My deliciously evil laughter! I love to jerk off to the teardrops of puppies and children!
Kipling! Kipling!
Yes, sir. Mr. Farnham, sir.
Farnham? Farnham? His name is Farnham? Am I watching a Monster High movie or The Greatest Showman? So Farnham sees the monsters stranded at sea and decides to help them, only to use them so he can make a freak show out of them. Again, Monster High movie or The Greatest Showman, I can't tell. Although this does raise a good question. If there's a high school dedicated to monsters, then why would anyone go to see them in a circus? I mean, this isn't like Son of Bigfoot logic where it's like, does he exist or does he not exist? No, they clearly exist. And the monsters clearly don't give a shit about being discovered by people, so... yeah, where's the attraction? If there's a whole high school dedicated to monsters, why would someone pay to go see them at a circus when they can drive by the high school for free? All I'm saying is Farnham's plan makes no real sense. In fact, it kind of points out that the world doesn't make a lot of sense.
It is our distinct pleasure having you aboard our humble watercraft. I sell things, I buy things and sell them. I find things that need finding, I hide things that need hiding, and vice versa.
Okay, I gotta talk about the animation. Like, what's the deal with it? Is it ground to reality like something at a Hatching a Dragon or something? Or is it gonna be fast and cartoony like Hotel Transylvania? Like, I don't care which one you do, movie, but pick one or the other.
Frankenstein.
What the fuck happened to your hair? What, you go to the barber before you left for the vacation? No, you didn't. We clearly saw you with long hair beforehand, so... what happened? Did you get the haircut on the boat? I mean, fine, I guess, but I wish we saw it, or at the very least you'd bring it up. It's weird. So we arrive on the obvious King Kong ripoff island known as Skull Shores, where we find something that I'm pretty sure is 85% racist. I mean, for fuck's sake, their feet play bongos every time they walk. Because that's how someone who isn't white walks, right?
Pretty sweet, right, D? Tons!
Okay, am I watching a Monster High movie, Greatest Showman, or the Emoji Movie? Because now I'm really confused. So the ghouls notice that all the statues on the island look like Frankie. But when they question Farnham about it, he brings up a party that they're having the night, and they just forget about it. Yep, nothing suspicious here whatsoever. We really are stupid girls, aren't we? But at the same time, we're teaching girls to be empowered. And we're also making money off toys. Yes! So Laguna, being the only one in this movie with some common sense, believes there's something fishy with Farnham. Get it? Fishy? Laguna? Ocean? You get it? And convinces Gil to help her.
You're being paranoid. This island is great. I was thinking we could just spend all the spring break right here.
I can't believe you. You're just afraid of meeting my family.
No fucking shit! Yeah, this is the way I like my movies. Straight to the point, no subtlety, no interpretation, no imagination, just right to the point, getting it right out there. We just gotta tell everybody exactly what's going on. We can't let them figure it out for themselves. Just tell them off because they're fucking idiots, right? Love my movies like that, exactly. So Laguna and Gil sneak onto Farnham's ship and find a film reel that tells us what he's planning. Okay, what the fuck? Why is the Monster High logo on Farnham's film reel? That makes no sense at all. Like, he just heard about monsters, he just found them, clearly doesn't know about the high school, so why would he have that? Okay, this isn't like the snail snuck into every Adventure Time episode, or like the hidden Mickey Mouse head in every Disney movie. No, this makes no fucking sense. This may seem like nitpicking, but this movie is clearly given fuck all about consistency and logic. So, yeah, I'm just gonna consider this movie has no fucks to give whatsoever. So it turns out there's a giant monster on the island, and Farnham is using Frankie to get him. The plan works, and the monster is a terrifying, completely original Yeti with antlers. Really? That's it. That's your big monster. You put antlers on a Yeti. That's it. I mean, just a Yeti would have been fine. Just a giant fucking moose monster would have been fine. But you decided to combine the two to try and create something new and never before seen, and that's your fucking monster. I mean, what's next? You gonna put tattoos on a sea turtle now? I mean, yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
I didn't know they had garlic on this island.
Well, there goes the intensity of that moment. Yeah, why should we be afraid of the monster that can destroy everything and kill everyone when Frankie can just make a joke and make everything okay? So the beast escapes with Frankie in hand, and we then cut to the next morning. Yeah, because nothing important did happen in between what just happened and the next morning. Nothing at all. So Frankie wakes up and meets Andy, who looks so much like the beast that it's no surprise that he's actually the beast.
I'm the beast.
Okay, didn't see that coming.
Really, Frankie? You know, I didn't really see coming how fucking stupid you'd be, but here I am getting hit by a freight train of stupidity.
Pretty brilliant, sir. You putting a tracking device in that necklace you gave Miss Frankie.
No fucking shit, movie. I thought the necklace was blinking because maybe it was a fashion statement or something. Which, given what this movie is, being a big commercial for toys and everything, that wouldn't really surprise me.
I grew up the only monster in a normie town. They didn't understand me, and that made people scared and angry. When people get angry at me, their intolerance, the negative energy, it does something to me, and I turn into the beast. Finally, since I didn't fit in anywhere, my parents decided to send me as far away as possible, shipwrecked.
And you ended up here, at the end of the world.
I figured I wouldn't change into the beast anymore. Until I met the Tikis. Their fear started the cycle again. It's like wherever I go, I can't get away from the hate.
Okay, let's see if we can figure this shit out. So, you say that it's negative emotions that turn you to the beast, right? Okay, in that case, why were you the monster earlier? I mean, you live on the other side of the island away from the Tikis. There's a big gorge practically splitting you guys apart, so it's likely you two would never see each other. If that's the case, why were you the beast before? What turned you to the beast all of a sudden? Just stub your toe on a rock? Did a snake hiss at you? I mean, what were you doing over there on the other side of the island all by yourself? Oh, what were you doing over there, Andy? Huh? Having a little too much fun? Did you get a little excited? What, some dark thoughts sneak into that subconscious of yours and... Oh, man. I'm not like the direction this joke is going. I'm ending the joke now. Let's move on. Move on!
That bloke Farnham's got a tracking device.
How the fuck do you know that just by looking at him? He didn't say it out loud. So Laguna gets captured by Farnham, but Gil decides to make a run for it.
Gil! Don't leave me!
To be fair, what did you expect him to do? Suddenly get super strength and just kill Farnham? You know, I think you're expecting a little too much out of your pussy-ass boyfriend.
Don't leave me!
Yeah, forget the kidnapping and being held hostage and shit like that. We got a campfire to go to. Yeah, don't cut from this to this because it's just awkward.
Do you ever think about leaving?
Where would I go?
Where would you go? How would you go? You're stranded on an island, dude. You can't consider leaving if leaving isn't even a fucking option.
You could go back with us to Monster High. Where we come from, you're free to be yourself. you can let your freak flag fly, and no one will care.
Really? You can let your freak flag fly, huh? Really?
Even wax statues of normies look stupid. They're so weird. Talk about freaks.
I mean, yeah, we're so not judgmental of this place. None whatsoever. Told you it'd be fucking hilarious. Also, I gotta point out, what's with the hair? Why does it move so weird? Only the sides move, but the roots don't. They're like so super stiff, they never move around at all. I mean, I get it, your hair just gotta look super pretty and sexy all the time, the appeal to the kids and everything like that. But come on, you obviously put time in the hair, animate the hair like real fucking hair. She got attacked by a kraken, she got attacked by a giant monster, her hair should be a fucking mess. But no, we can't have our characters look like actual people, now can we? God, fuck this movie. It's so fucking soulless and stupid! Fuck!
I've never seen someone like me, someone with my, you know, problem.
It's not a problem, though.
It kind of is. Yeah. But hey, if this movie isn't deep enough for you yet, let's learn about the incredibly vague story of the statues.
A long time ago, that girl came here with scientists that wanted to capture me. But she was different. But just being around someone that looks like her keeps me. And when I saw you, I'm sorry.
And then? What happened next? What happened to her? Did she die? Did she leave? What about the others? You said there was a group of people who came here, so what happened to them? Did they die? Did they leave? What happened? Where did they come from? How did they find out about you? Why did they come after you? What did they want with you? What was the girl's name? You said this girl, so you never learned her fucking name? Jesus, movie. You have this guy dedicate fucking shrines to this girl's memory, and you don't even give her a fucking name. His backstory, Andy's backstory matters that little to you. To us, to the story in general. Like, okay, movie, here's the thing. If you give this little of a fuck about your characters, about your story, then the question comes to mind, why the fuck should I care? Why should I care about Andy's troubles? Why should I care about him being trapped on this island if you clearly don't give a shit? Why should I care about Frankie? Why should I care about any of these characters at all? If you don't care, I'm not gonna care, alright? So, fuck it, I'm done. I don't care anymore, alright? This is fucking dumb, alright? You've officially pissed me off. This is just stupid. What's the point of inserting this completely stupid, pointless backstory for Andy if it doesn't fucking matter? To him, or anybody for that matter. Fuck this movie, it sucks. And this is the first of so many movies I gotta talk about, it's not even funny. So let's just, fuck it, let's just move on.
And when I saw you, I'm sorry.
Hey, now don't be sorry. You couldn't control it.
Yeah, you just built a bunch of statues about somebody who you barely knew, never learned her name, and probably most likely just had one conversation with. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing creepy about this whatsoever. So the Russian stereotype is able to convince the island native stereotypes to turn on Farnham, but when he takes Frankie captive...
There's my prize!
Oh, well, okay, so you can control the beast. Like, yeah, you could just, like the Hulk, just turn the beast when you get super angry. I thought it was only negative emotions from other people directed towards you.
When people get angry at me, their intolerance, the negative energy, it does something to me, and I turn into the beast.
That only thing could you turn into the beast, but no, you're like the Hulk. You can just transform into the beast whenever you get angry. Okay, so which rule is it, guys? Alright, I'm so confused about how this works.
You will submit to me, or I pull all the electricity right out of her. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
And once again, Andy shows us he has full control of his powers by willingly transforming back. The negative emotions of other people should have no impact on Andy whatsoever because he clearly has full control of his powers. And yet, for some reason, the movie will find a way to have him transform due to the negative emotions of other people because this movie gives fuck all about consistency. But, just as all hope seems lost, Gil returns and apparently has help.
Put me down! I'm Bartleby
dead, right? There is no way in hell that Farnum is surviving that, right? That means the movie's wrapping up finally. Oh, thank God. So the Kraken, who's actually really nice, fixes up their boat, and they all go to return to Monster High and live happily ever after. So that was Monster High. What? What do you mean there's still 10 minutes of the movie left? Farnum's dead. What could there possibly be left to tell?
I'm really sorry the beast got away, Mr. Farnum, sir.
How are you alive? Seriously, he's not even hurt. There's not a scratch on him. Okay, is Farnum just immortal? Can nothing kill him? Well, if that's the case, then what's the point of fighting him if there's no way to kill him? He can be thrown to fucking Kingdom Come and just come back magically like that. It's like... my head. Oh, my head actually hurts from this. Ow. This movie actually hurts. I haven't experienced pain like this since Elf Bowling the movie. Oh, fuck. Alright, fine. 10 minutes left. What else is there? So we're back at Monster High, where Andy is now, I guess, living there, and Frankie's hair is suddenly long again. How does that work? Is it like a wig or something? Is it like some chemical she drinks that just grows it suddenly? Like, what the fuck? Someone explain to me how that fucking works. I remember in my Astro Boy review, I kept pointing out that Astro's hair kept changing throughout the entire film. Some people pointed out that it's kind of like Mickey Mouse rules. Okay, fine, I guess I could accept that. But then... there's this bullshit fuckery that has no explanation whatsoever! Oh my God, I'm hurting again. Ow. Ow.
It's gonna be a while before I get used to everything, but I have never felt so comfortable in my whole life.
And for somebody describing how comfortable they are, that line, surprisingly enough, made me feel very uncomfortable. The dialogue in this movie never feels truly organic. Along with using words like toads, the movie also loves to over-explain things that don't need it. The feelings the characters are feeling, the backstories, basically everything. Nothing about this movie feels like it's being said by a real human. And I get the irony in saying human when the main characters are monsters, but you get where I'm going with this. The movie has to spell everything out for you, and does it in the most obnoxious, inhuman way.
Everybody here has been so nice and welcoming to me.
Well, then you're not in a real high school, Andy. So an assembly is gathered in the auditorium, where apparently Farnum was just able to do that himself. Because, again, this movie clearly gives a fuck about what the hell it's doing.
But first, I want to tell you what a special place you have here at Monster High. What an astounding collection of oddities. Each and every one of you a magnificent specimen.
Specimen? Who is this dude?
I don't think that's appropriate behavior, sir. This lecture is not promoting tolerance.
Mayhaps I misspoke. Intolerance! Yeah! You look like you feel right at home here.
That's because they haven't seen the real you.
That is enough!
Where the fuck is security? I mean, come on. Hogwarts had fucking security, okay? Where's Monster Highs?
Now, Andy, let them see who you really are. A giant, monstrous freak!
Wait a minute! I thought it was negative emotions directed towards him! He made it clear! People hated him!
When people get angry at me, their intolerance, the negative energy, it does something to me, and I turn into the beast.
But the hate here clearly isn't directed towards him, it's directed towards Farnum.
Each and every one of you a magnificent specimen.
Specimen? Who is this dude?
I want you out of this school immediately!
I've seen all I need to see.
Somebody needs to stonewall this guy.
Stay back!
So how is this transforming him? First, the hate has to be directed towards him. Then suddenly, it doesn't fucking matter about emotions. He can just do whatever he wants. And now, it's just negative emotions in general. God, movie, pick fucking something. Alright? Pick something that controls his power and stick with it. Stop dancing around with it. So Andy transforms and destroys the school in the process, but Farnum convinces him to join his circus. But Frankie tries to stop him by telling us this movie's hypocritical message.
Monsters aren't freaks to be gawked at and judged, including you. Look, I know you have your issues, but who doesn't? None of us is perfect. We figure it all out together. This is where you belong, Andy. Really?
This coming from the toy line. This coming from the movie that was made just to sell the toy line. This coming from the movie that has presented every single character as a clothes-loving or sports-loving stereotype. Yeah, you're clearly the one that should tell us that it's what's on the inside that matters. Yeah, you're the one that should tell us it's about unity and loving yourself, when all you do is sell tons of action figures with pretty clothes and portraying all your girls as super beautiful, super sexy, and loving clothes and loving everything that's not related at all to the inside whatsoever. Movie, if you really cared about this message, you would have given us a good story with good characters, and you didn't. Instead, you gave us a movie that is inconsistent, incoherent, shallower than a puddle in the desert, makes no sense, not funny, kind of racist, in fact, and just all around a complete fucking mess of a movie. Escape from Skull Shores fucking sucks, guys, and it's still not over yet. So, movie, I'm gonna kindly ask you to shut the fuck up and at least be honest with your cynicalism, okay? Because if you're at least honest, I'll give you credit for at least being honest. But don't act like you give a shit about what kids think about themselves, because you clearly fucking don't. You clearly fucking don't. So just shut your fucking mouths, end your fucking movie, and go fuck yourselves. Please.
You are all freaks! All of you! And you will never be anything else!
Frankie speaks the truth. You're not a freak, Andy, and neither am I.
What the fuck? That's it? He just has big ears? Yeah, no. He wouldn't be marketable if he actually had something that made him look deformed. He can't have a scar on his face. He can't be burnt all over. No, he has to still look cute. Otherwise, we can't market him as a toy. Yeah, for fuck's sake, he has blue eyes. Blue eyes are like the cutest thing in the world. Come on. So Farnham survives another crazy fall, big shock, and gets tarred and feathered in the process. Ha ha. Fucking hilarious. And then gets kidnapped by some random people. Well, that's a really dark way to deal with your villain. Guy can't die either, so I'm only assuming he's gonna get raped for the rest of his life. Shit!
I feel a little uncomfortable. I haven't been without my mask in years.
Hey, who's the new kid? Super cute. I think you're gonna like it here at Monster High.
Well, I guess that just fixes that. What, are you self-conscious about your looks? Like maybe the fact that you're missing a tooth or something? Fuck that shit. Just have somebody else call you cute, and suddenly that's all taken care of. You won't have to worry about that ever again. Because remember, guys, it's other people's opinions that define you. Remember when I called this movie hypocritical?
I'm afraid I have some terrible news. Due to the extensive damage, I'm going to have to shut down the school for repairs. Spring break has been extended for 1 more week.
And I guess Annie doesn't face any punishment whatsoever. Yeah! No consequences, no everlasting effects for all the trauma that Farnham placed on these two. None of that whatsoever, just perfectly, completely happy endings for all of the pretty people. Yay! Monster High! More like, am I high? Because I can't seem to believe anything of what I watched. Monster High Escape from Skull Shores is a fucking catastrophe of a film. It has so much wrong with it aside from just being a cynical product to sell toys. It's also a blatant lie that tries so hard to teach a message that it itself does not live by. The script is awkward, the characters are stereotypes, and sometimes flat out racist, the story makes no sense, and it is so batshit inconsistent, I'm surprised that Deadpool didn't show up with popcorn in hand to try and talk about it. It's a fucking mess, guys, and as the first of many Monster High movies I'll be reviewing, I am only now realizing what a terrible choice I have made. Whew! Well, that's never happened to me before. I mean, really, have you guys ever had a movie that is just so fucking bad, it just puts a really bad taste in your mouth for, like, the entire franchise? Oh, right, yeah, it is really weird, isn't it? But here we are, it's happened. I mean, could you imagine if that happened to, like, a really big franchise, like, say, Lord of the Rings, or Harry Potter, or maybe, Star Trek, maybe? It'd be really weird. So, stay tuned next time as I talk about something that's a little less controversial. So, until then,